How's it going, everybody? As we told you earlier, Warrior football team extended their win streak to 6 games tonight, beating Idaho while in the process locking up a spot in the Christmas Eve Hawaii Bowl. Men in black led to the field by UH football legend and 2-time Super Bowl champion Ma'a Tanuvasa, and the former defensive end was treated to a dominating effort by the UH defense. Warrior wrecking crew forced a total of 4 turnovers, giving Hawaii 21 takeaways in their last 6 games. Mana Silva and Corey Paredes each snagged interceptions, and Richard Torres scored a touchdown on a fumble forced by John Hardy Tuliao. As for the Hawaii offense, gnarly. Junior quarterback Bryant Moniz tallied 326 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Greg Salas hauled in 11 catches for 168 yards as Hawaii racks up 494 total yards in a 45-10 beatdown. Warriors improved to 7-2 overall, 5-0 in the Western Athletic Conference. Following the game, Hawaii Bowl Executive Director Dave Matlin offered, head coach Greg McMackin accepted. UH becomes college football's first bowl game entrant of 2010. Now, Salas' 168 yards receiving gives him 6 straight games of 130-plus. Reigning WAC Defensive Player of the Week, Corey Paredes, logged 15 tackles to go with his 3rd pick in 2 games. People of Hawaii clear the schedule. Up next for the Red Hot Warriors is 3rd-ranked and undefeated Boise State on the blue turf. Last WAC team to beat the Broncos, 2007 WAC champion Warriors. BSU riding a 19-game WAC win streak. This one is going to be big. Kickoff set for next Saturday, 9:30 in the morning, Hawaii time.
Coming up next on Hawaii News Now at 10, the Warriors' winning streak continues as UH pounds Idaho on home turf. Despite the win, some UH football fans were upset over what popped up on their screen. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mariella David. It's homecoming for the University of Hawaii, and the Warrior football team sure gave the home crowd a lot to cheer about tonight. Dwayne Shimogawa joins us with the highlights.
Well, Mariella, Hawaii is now bowl eligible and even accepted the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl's invitation after the game. Here's how they did it. Bryant Moniz would go to Royce Pollard early on, a 10-yard score. Hawaii takes the lead for the first time, 10-3 at the end of the first quarter. They continue to pour it on. This time, Moniz to Kealoha Polaris for the 3-yard score, 17-3 Warriors. The Damien grad, though, would leave the game after suffering a leg injury. His status is still unknown. Hawaii wins this one big, 45-10. Coming up later in sports, we get reaction from tonight's game. Plus, we'll tell you how Michelle Wee is doing over in South Korea. Mariella, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dwayne. Now, if you saw this on the screen instead of the game, you're not the only one. Thousands of upset UH football fans had problems tuning in as well. Our newsroom was flooded with calls. Oceanic Cable says it had an outage. No word yet on if refunds will be given. You can watch the game in its entirety tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on K5. Now, 2 old and familiar friends teamed up in the Aloha Stadium announcers booth tonight after 21 years. Our general manager, Rick Blangiardi, joined sportscaster Jim Leahy on the play-by-play duties. The last time they called a game together was in 1989 when Hawaii upset BYU.
Win number 9 tonight against Idaho. Already up 17-3 early in the second quarter, the Warriors would turn to their defense to pick up the scoring. Richard Torres takes his fumble to the house, 24-3 Hawaii at that point. Then in the third, Hawaii continues to roll. Moniz to Dustin Blount, 16-yard TD. Hawaii up 38-3. They'd win this one 45-10. Moniz became the 5th passer in school history to break 3,000 yards in a season. He was 27 of 38 for 326 yards with 3 TD passes. Greg Salas caught 11 passes for 168 yards. The Warriors have outscored their opponents 273-93 in this 6-game win streak. They're now 7-2 and 5-0 in WAC play. Up next is a showdown at Boise State next Saturday. Now, after the game, the Warriors accepted an invitation to the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl.
We're really proud to represent Hawaii in the bowl, and the players have really worked hard and wanted to get this as soon as possible. Now it opens up other goals, like next week, and there's some other things that we can do. So it's great reaching 7 games at this point of our season.